MetalJesusRocks here, and today I want to talk about the Need for Speed series. Now, I love driving games, and I thought it might be kind of fun to look back and look at what made those games so great. Now, the Need for Speed series is the 5th best-selling series of all time. It sold 100 million copies. Now, that's more than Zelda, Madden, Final Fantasy, even Donkey Kong. So today I want to just cover really quickly some of the first ones that came out. So let's go. So the very first Need for Speed game was actually called Road & Track Presents The Need for Speed. It was released in 1995. For those that don't know, Road & Track is actually a fairly popular automotive magazine. It was originally created for the ill-fated 3DO gaming console, but later was ported to DOS, which is what you're seeing here, PlayStation 1, and the Sega Saturn. The first game in the series is notable for its realistic driving model, automotive sounds, which were great for the time, realistic shifting, and police chases. Now, I know this game doesn't look like much today, but back in 1994 and 95, compared to the other games of the time like Test Drive, this game was just awesome. This was what you would want to play if you love driving games. In 1997, they released The Need for Speed 2. They basically dropped the more realistic driving model in favor of an arcade style to get more people to be able to play it. They also included pretty much every rare supercar for the time and expanded the tracks to North America, Asia, Europe, and Australia. Later, a special edition was released that added 3D video card support for the PC. In 1998, they released Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, which added more cops and took advantage of the CD format with music videos, audio commentary, and more. Need for Speed High Stakes, or Road Challenge as it's called in Europe, was released in 1999, and it's the 4th game in the series. High Stakes included several new types of gameplay, including High Stakes, Getaway, Time Trap, and a career mode. High Stakes was also the first Need for Speed game to introduce a comprehensive damage model. This affected both how the car looked, but also how it performed. Your wheels, your engine, even your tail lights could be damaged and be shown accordingly on the screen.
Stop your car!
Another innovation to the game is the computer AI that the police uses when chasing you. Jersey barriers, hail bays, traffic, and flares are all added to roadblocks, while a new form of police vehicle, the police helicopter, is introduced.
Central, this is 332. Can I get a roadblock set up?
Roger that. Go ahead with the roadblock.
Central, this is Unit 20. The roadblock is ready near the stone tunnel.
The 5th game in the series is called Porsche Unleashed, and it is a 50-year history lesson of the Porsche brand of sports cars while driving through a wide range of European tracks. I have to admit that before the game, I wasn't a huge Porsche fan. The cars just don't seem as exotic or as rare as Lamborghinis or Ferraris, but the game made me a fan. All models of Porsche sports cars are analyzed to give the player the most accurate simulation of each car through the decade, which included the ability to customize your cars with authorized parts and upgrades. Starting with the most basic classic Porsche and progressing through 50 years of styles and improvements just really showed the depth of range of these supercars.
28 count. He just took out another car.
In 2002, Hot Pursuit 2 was created by a newly acquired developer called Black Box up in Canada. This was the first Need for Speed for the PlayStation 2 generation of consoles, and the emphasis was on timed course designs, shortcuts, and awesome police chases.
You're busted.
Hot Pursuit 2 is probably my all-time favorite Need for Speed game. It's the perfect blend of arcade control, awesome graphics, fun tracks, and exotic sports cars that sadly I'll probably never own. Oh yeah, and I should mention these crazy Matrix-like special moves that you can do to look ahead or see around your car. They need to bring that back. The seventh game, Underground, in 2003, was a bit of a departure for the series, focusing on the tuner culture in a story-driven single-player game. Rather than focusing on exotic sports cars, Underground allowed you to buy and sell average cars, improve them with upgrades and personalized decals. Races took place only at night, while pushing the amazing graphics even higher than ever before. Also new to the game were drift and drag race modes. Underground 2, released in 2004, was a direct continuation of the story from the first Underground game, while still focusing on tuner culture. Taking a page from Grand Theft Auto, this game features for the first time an open city to explore, and extensive product placement to feel like a living, breathing metropolis. Now, an open world sounds pretty neat, but some of the criticisms of this game was that there just wasn't that much to do in the city, and sometimes it was kind of a pain having to drive everywhere just to take on a specific challenge. Most Wanted in 2005 was the first Need for Speed released for the Xbox 360 and next generation of consoles, although I'm showing you the excellent original Xbox version here. This year, the open world is back, and so are the exciting cop chases, but with less emphasis on customization. Also, the story mode is new, with a stylish mix of CGI and live actors, yet they still keep it pretty cheesy and don't take itself too seriously. Now, Most Wanted is probably my third favorite Need for Speed game. I just feel like they got back the excitement of the cop chases. The graphics are awesome. It just reminded me a lot of the original Hot Pursuit 2 on the PlayStation 2. And finally, I want to show you the 10th game in the series, Need for Speed Carbon, released in 2006. This game saw the return of nighttime-only racing, but added an element of driving with a crew that has the abilities to assist you during races. Each skill has a different properties, from finding hidden shortcuts to reducing police attention. The cars driven by your wingman are also different. For instance, blockers drive muscles, drafters drive exotics, and scouts drive tuners. In career mode, players have to win races to conquer territories and face off against bosses. Ultimately, you're trying to control the entire city this way. The game also includes the ultimate in customization, allowing you to auto-sculpt your car's body parts in thousands of different ways, truly allowing you to make your car personalized.
They're 2 minutes away.
Alright, well that's my Need for Speed retrospective. This is the Metal Jesus, and thanks for watching.